Hey guys, what is going on? Troy in the shop, and we've got a little bit of an impromptu haul to show you here. I was actually on my way home, saw one of those neon green signs, caught the word estate sale, and thought, you know what, when I go back past that, I need to find out where that is. 2 miles down the road, my subdivision, get ready to pull in, and there's another sign that says estate sale. Slow down, and turns out it's 2 blocks from my house. So it started at 9 this morning. I wasn't off of work until a little after noon. So late in the day, talking with the folks there were a lot of people early in the morning. There's not a lot of sales going on right now in Montana. The weather has changed and we just don't have much happening. So they're the only show in town as far as I know. So all of the full-timers, they were probably right there at 9 o'clock when this thing opened. So there's no telling what I missed, because I think I pulled out some really good stuff. Potentially one home run that if people had been there for hours before, I just got a little bit lucky that they missed, frankly. I want to go over this stuff though, because some of it is really, really cool. The first thing that I grabbed when I walked in is this thing. This is a Neatreceipts mobile scanner and digital filing system. Okay, this thing was sitting in the garage. You know how much they wanted for this thing? $2. Scan the barcode. When stuff has barcodes, folks, it's in the box. It's super easy. Open the eBay app, scan it. You will immediately find some comps. Now, that doesn't always have all of the comps because people don't always enter the UPC code, but it'll give you a good idea. You'll know where to start. This thing is selling. There's twice as many sold in the last 3 months as there are listed, which is always a good sell-through rate. That's a good sign. This is going to sell quickly. This thing is new. It's still in the package. The original little ties are on it. The cord is in the baggie. This thing has never been used. They sell for as much as $70. So this thing was a huge score. So for $2, yeah, absolutely. I don't know about estate sales in your area. In our area, they seem to have a Christmas room. So I walked into the Christmas room, was looking for what they had in there, trying to find some old ornaments. I've pulled out a couple dancing Santas at places. Found these ornaments. These are by Krebs. They are not, they're not fantastic, but they're okay. As you can see, they're very decorative, which is always a good thing. If you find the pink ones, it almost seems, doesn't matter the brand. Pink ones are very good. These, looked them up, they should sell anywhere between $12 and $15. So for $1, that was a good deal. Okay, sorry, had to take an offer. Just sold a Woolrich vintage heavy-duty flannel shirt, so that's cool. 25 bucks plus shipping. We'll see that in a what sold video here coming up. But also in the Christmas room, she just threw these in. She said, hey, just take them, which, okay. The first one is this little Minnie and Mickey thing, and these have on the back a button, and they light up. Now these things aren't branded, past obviously being Disney, so I don't know. It looks vintage. I have to do some research. I have to find out, but I mean, just guessing. I don't know, $10 plus shipping. We'll see. That not the only one we grabbed, though. We also grabbed Snoopy and Woodstock here. So that also does the little blinky light up thing. Again, no branding other than Peanuts Worldwide LLC. So I can try for $10 plus shipping and put or best offer, and we'll see what happens. But not bad for a freebie, right? Kept walking around. Next room over was the craft room, I guess. There was a lot of sewing stuff there. And there can be money in vintage sewing patterns and stuff, but they pretty much have to be new. They have to be unopened. Otherwise, you don't know what's there. People want the brand new thing. And there were boxes of them, and I wasn't going to go through all those. I didn't have that time. But I found this. This is a Nesco made in Japan. It's a poodle. The lady clearly liked poodles. Because there were a lot of poodles in this place of different figurines and stuff. Most of them were shelf sitters. This you can see there, maybe It's a Nesco. It's Japan. Made in Japan, and Nesco stuff can be worth some money. I really don't know. Um, I just took a guess on this thing just because most of the stuff that I saw listed on eBay was a shelf sitter, and this has the deal to hang on the wall. So we'll give it a shot. Who doesn't want a blue-green vintage made in Japan poodle, right? Continued walking around the sewing room. Hang on, because we got something really cool at the end. The grand finale. The last thing I found is amazing. This thing is a true guide. It's made by Wilson Brothers in Springfield, Missouri. And obviously it's good because it is guaranteed by Good Housekeeping. I just looked up True Guide Wilson is all I typed in, and this thing came up. It has something to do with guiding a needle, I think. This little piece right here by itself is selling pretty consistently at about 15 bucks. I don't know what the red deal is with it, to be honest. I haven't dug into it yet. And there's a couple other little pieces in here. And I do have an instruction sheet, and it looks like some of the others that sold were just the unit itself. So I ought to be able to get 15 bucks for this pretty easily. And that actually will almost pay for the entire sale. This was 50 cents. Also in that room, new sealed old stock pencils. Now these aren't super desirable. They're not Kiss pencils. They're not, but old pencils are sometimes collectible. Again, this was 50 cents. So I grabbed it. I didn't look it up there. I did look them up later. These are by Faber-Castell. They actually make a lot of art pencils that can be worth a lot of money. These, it doesn't seem, are. These are irregulars. So the pencils don't match. They're all like odds and ends, and I think that probably hurts the value. There's one person that has these listed for like 16 something plus shipping. So I'll put them up for $15 free shipping or best offer. If anybody wants them, they can send an offer to me, and I'll take it because I'm 50 cents in on these things, and we'll just undercut the one other listing that's on eBay. And they might move eventually. For 50 cents, no reason not to grab them. I'm going to flip the camera around here, and I'm going to show you, we picked up some ephemera. I don't do a lot of it. Don't know a lot about it, to be honest. But there were a couple things that I grabbed that, again, they were super cheap. We're talking 25 cents, 50 cents. So I grabbed them because why not? I'll take a chance. And they look cool. So let me show you what we got. Okay, so mostly it looked like they saved old Valentines. This one has an unfortunate bend on the corner, but again, it was so cheap, I thought, why not grab it? It was just kind of cool. You're wanted for stealing my heart. Obviously, we got the critter there, and this is, where is it on here? Yeah, 1984. So, and it's blank on the back. So we'll see. I know postcards can do okay. Once again, I just kind of grabbed it because I thought it was cool. There's a couple others that I thought were neat too, and I had to grab. Couldn't stall any longer, just had to stick my neck out to say hello. I don't know, kind of a neat graphic. It's not pristine. I mean, there's some corner wear on there. But this one, I don't know if there's a date on this one, actually. It doesn't look like there is. So, no date on this one. But it's made in the USA. It's obviously vintage. And, I don't know. Thought it was cool graphics. The next one up. This one, I've got to actually open it up to see if it's written in. I don't know. And I don't know if that helps or hurts. But Valentine's greetings. I ain't the same. No time, no place. I don't know. Once again, the graphics were just kind of cool. So I grabbed it. And it's a Hallmark from 1946. Which is pretty cool. Another postcard here. Naked baby. Hang loose, baby. In Hawaii. Kind of cool, right? Once again, obviously vintage. This one from 1992. I don't know what, if anything, it's worth, but it was cool. I will hang that on my wall if it's not worth anything because I think it's kind of fun. This one, again, I don't know value on these, but I got all these for $1.50. So why not grab them? Of course, Dopey here, and it looks like they had a couple other older ones, but like the tops of things were ripped off. They had a Pinocchio with a carousel. Well, the top of the carousel was ripped off. I just didn't want to deal with it if it was that damaged. But this one,
1938. So the fact that this one is still in such good condition, it has a name on it. This was obviously given to somebody, but they held on to it from 1938. So that's really cool. I got to look up comps, but this one might be really, really good.
Okay, guys, as promised, grand finale. It could be pretty grand. How much do you suppose this thing is worth? And maybe you can tell me because I don't exactly know yet. We're going to set this thing down on the counter so I can show you what we're dealing with here. This thing's pretty neat.
Okay, guys. Had never seen this before, and I actually walked past this thing twice and did kind of a last sweep and saw this and thought that looks different. And anytime I see something different, I try to look it up. So Broit X4. I typed that in mostly because I flipped this around, and what do you see there? Made in West Germany. If something is made in West Germany, guys, it's old. It is officially automatically vintage because history lesson, West Germany reunified in what year? Anybody? You can put it in the comments as long as you didn't cheat. West Germany, the reunification of Germany was in October of 1990. So we know that it was made before that. So it's probably from at least the 80s, if not before. So NZG, I looked this thing up, guys, and they actually have some listed on eBay right now in the thousands, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. Now, I think that is shooting a little crazy high, but there are two sold. One for more than $500 once shipping was figured in. One for right about $800 when shipping was figured in. Now, those were a baby blue color. Maybe not baby blue. They're a little bit deeper blue. But those were blue. There's also some orange ones listed. A couple. More blue ones. There are no yellow ones. I can't find any. And this is in fantastic condition. There's a little bit of paint chipping on the bottom here and there, but everything else, the stickers are really good. I don't know if people missed this before or if there was other, I don't understand why there would just be one of these, I guess. It was actually in the room with all the sewing and the poodles. I don't understand it. I actually looked all over the place to try to find if there were more. I might go back and ask tomorrow if there were any others, because there's actually one other thing that I want to get, and tomorrow, if it's still there, it's going to be 25% off. We might make a little bit of money on it. So I don't know. I don't know why this was the only one of these die-cast things like this, but this was $12, guys, and it's got to be worth several $100s. I found yellow online on some auction sites for like $350. So it may be long tail, maybe not. Maybe this one is one that they're looking for. I've got to do some digging. I've got to look up some more information about this thing because I don't want to undervalue it. But this has got to be worth several $100s. Just a little die-cast car.
So, yeah. Home run, right? $12 into several hundred, and that after we started off the day turning $2 into 60 or 70 with that receipt scanner. So that estate sale was phenomenal. I'm going to go back tomorrow. There was a Northern Pacific Railway first aid container, probably something that hung on the wall in a train station. There's only been one listed on eBay in the last 3 months. It sold for $59.99 plus shipping. Now, they had one of those. Mine was in better condition, so I think I could put it up for about $75, but they wanted $45 for it. Now, tomorrow's 25% off. It's still going to be a lot. It's still going to be, what, like $34, something like that, but I should be able to double my money on it. So tomorrow, if it's still there, I'm going to go grab it. But that's what I've got for right now. I just thought I'd put together a quick look what I found video. And keep an eye out for that stuff. Keep an eye out for stuff made in West Germany. And some die-cast stuff can be worth money. I'm sure a lot of people walk by it thinking it's just a little toy. It is a little toy. It's a little toy that has a lot of value. That's what we got from the shop. I'm Troy. This is Mountain Man Treasure. We'll see you next time. Bye, guys.